A little slight delay. All right, well, you guys, we're about to build an app going from beginning to end, hopefully. All right, so I already been chatting back and forth about this to come up with all of the things that I want in this app. Actually, it started with another idea and went from one thing to another to another. And now instead of building the original app I had in mind, I'm building a tool to evaluate ideas for an app. It's going to have two parts to it. One one part is for two people. It's two entry points. One, if you're a business and you want to describe what your business is, what it does, all of the steps of the process that you want to provide, and this app will tell you what type of app can be created to help your business in order to save money, be more productive, create more value. At the end of the day, generate more profits. So that's one way of using it. The other way, you already have an app idea. And all right, for both entry points, it's going to say, of course, the first one is the extra step, but it's going to tell you, all right, so here's the app that you could build. Here is a DIY list of people or professionals that you, well, not DIY. Well, yeah, DIY if you want to be the project manager. Here is a list of the different aspects that are needed for the app and the title of the people that you need in order to work on this, unless they have multiple skill sets and one person can do two things. But, and here is the estimated cost to produce the app. There you go. And now we could give you a more detail because this is free to get all of that. And it was already costing us to generate that output. But for a fee, you can get a more detailed description of what needs to be done. So I don't know, in case you trying to figure out is it something you should attempt to do yourself using a no-code solution, or if you want to hire us, then you got an idea of what it is that we need to do and why it costs what it costs. So either route is fine. All right. And so then I says create an MVP. That's a minimum viable product of this app, and take me step by step on the instructions to give Bolt in order to create this app. So that's what you just saw it generate. Project platform Bolt. So we'll go create a simple web app where users can choose one or two paths. I have an app idea. I have a business and want an app suggestion. Describe the app ideal business. Receive an AI generated plan. Suggest the app type. The roles needed. Estimated build time and cost. Optionally unlock full DIY blueprint for $1, which is very cheap. There's another idea I had. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. What was the other idea I had? You left out the shareable, the shareable part. Oh, can I still do that? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. So I'm about to use a microphone. Oh, let me stop. I'm about to use the mic for ChatGPT. I don't know if that's going to mess up the sound in the video or not, but we're going to try it. Okay, so I don't see anything here that talks about the shareability and viral aspect of the app as the MVP, part of the MVP. Definitely want that aspect of it. And I said, what can be added for recurring income? Because it's a shame to go out there and get customers and it's one off, you know. So as you can see, it's going back up in here and it's going to change probably the shareability aspect. I had it set up so if they share to three people, then you get a free submission or you get the unlock for free on the detailed DIY blueprint. Now let's see. Sure. Now, and I'm hoping it's going to talk to me about how we can make it a recurring income. There it is. Allow the future premium tiers. You are now set up to encourage viral growth via share to unlock flow, monetize beyond $1 with monthly plan for power users. Who's gonna be a well, you could be a power user if you want to white. Yeah, you can white label this thing. Let me know if you want exact stripe product. I know. All right, I just figured it out. The recurable income. I don't want to make this thing cumbersome or heavy, but yeah, we do need a retail level recurring income model, which I still don't see beyond $1 with a monthly plan. Power users. All right, so power users. But as far as the top line recurring income, why wouldn't I be able to white label this and allow other people to offer this services to their circle? Because you can have anybody who has a group, especially a business, especially developers, business. Yeah, that's it. So they should be able to white label this so they can call it their own product and present it as their own product. So, refigure the instruction for the MVP so that it's easy to do that. I want to make this a white label SaaS product after we get the MVP working. What do you think about that? Because I mean, hopefully, it's fairly easy and straightforward for them to use, and you know, it doesn't have to. It could be easily cost prohibitive. In other words, I shouldn't have to charge much for them to be able to use this and benefit from it in order to really help them generate more income and be a lead funnel for them to decide on whether they want to create these apps or not. And actually, oh man, it's just gets deeper and deeper. Actually, we could be the fulfillment on the app creation. So, however, maybe there is a way to forward their ideas to central command or central, which would be me, to see if it's something that we would like to take on, and we split the profit. So that's something to think about. That could be an option as well. And again, for the MVP, that doesn't have to be implemented for the MVP, but I just want to make sure that it's put together so that implementing that is easy. And give me feedback on the idea, though. I guess don't change anything. Just give me some feedback on these ideas that I have first. And then if you think that they make sense and they're good ideas, then we'll redo the instructions that you're going to start putting together a guide for building it. Now, guys, hopefully this doesn't get wiped away. Okay, it's here. But it's just a warning to you. It might make more sense to record all of this stuff in Word and then copy it from Word and paste it in here. Because sometimes when you record directly in this window, instead of it posting like it does here, it posts nothing. And you wasted all that time getting it out of you thinking it's going to go on here. then you might lose it. Absolutely solid because every developer, agency, and consultant needs a fast intake system. They already talk to clients who want apps. Boutique apps becomes their pre-sales machine and makes them look like they've built something powerful and exclusive. You monetize quietly in the background. Killer benefits of white label SaaS for boutique apps. Branded UI, partner feels ownership, builds trust. Your backend stays centralized. You control AI logic, cost, updates. You can handle fulfillment. Only step in when you choose. Partner can upsell the service, generate revenue too. You charge them monthly, recurring revenue for you. How this fits your monetization ladder. Entry point free use of $1 report. Share, unlock full plan, viral growth. Retail level $9 to $29 a month. Power user plan. Yeah, partner level 49.99 white label plan. Oh yeah, that's just okay. Yeah, that makes okay. Yeah, now we're talking. That's right. Because the retail level is somebody who just might want to go out there. Think a freelancer. Just want to go out there and build apps, and you have this thing to help you with the intake and evaluation to decide on whether you want to build these particular apps or not. In the partner level, you might have an entire agency already, or you might already be wide open with app development, but you are just out there, running ads or whatever, and don't have a systematic approach on evaluating what companies want, businesses want from an app. And you can use this as your top of funnel access fulfillment. All right, so here we go. Good news. You don't need to build all of this now. You just need to make sure what you're building allows it later. Right. That's what I. All right, so let's go. Instructions in the schema in the document. Prep for white label readiness. Help you manually fulfill routing system. Just a flag plus email alert at first. Later we can do partner portal, stripe, split payouts, even a billboard of leads. Yes, let's update it. Let's go. I don't know if y'all can hear it. The neighbors are having a party. Invited me over, and I had planned on going over there to be neighborly. However, once I get started on something like this, it's kind of hard to stop. And so we'll see how that turns out. Maybe oh, 3 o'clock already. That started at 2:30. All right, so where we at? Start your project. Navigate to database on the left side. Create the following tables. Inside Bolt. So let me ask it. So do I copy all of this stuff and put it in Bolt, like project, boutiques MVP, get an AI powered app quote and build plan? Do I copy all of that and put it in Bolt? Or do I start with a step by step guide to building in Bolt? Number one, no, I know I don't put that in there. Now I think this is the instructions to me, right? And why are you giving me, oh my God, set up super base tables inside Bolt? I've never seen where it says set up super base tables inside Bolt. I'm in Bolt right now. Navigate to database tab on the left. Create the following tables. What's the first thing that I should paste into Bolt? It's unclear already. Click new project. All right. Go to Bolt. Click new project. You don't click new project. You already come with the screen. What do you want to build? And then if you click on Bolt, it's just going to give you start new chat. Start new chat, I guess. Same thing. Then what? Open prompt. Oh, load files. Figma. Import from Figma. Design a directory website. And they can landing page, generate a CRM. Wow. Build a mobile app. Wowzers. That's what we want to do. Let me see here. I don't remember seeing this stuff before. I see these tabs at the bottom. There's one that says build a mobile app. And that's what I want this to be, a mobile app. As opposed to just starting a new chat. I guess that's what you mean with start a new project. I don't see start a new project, but I see it says start a new chat. If I start with build a mobile app, doesn't can't we doesn't that give us the wireframe and the structure basically? I'm asking, and hopefully this is the case with everything connected, I suppose. And I see generate a CRM, personal CRM, create a landing page, create a financial app, design a directory website. I got several directory websites to build a project management app. That's what this is, right? So let me ask you this. Should I be using any of these, I don't know, what you call them, starter tabs, or well, you already said start from scratch, resources. But I don't see where you're talking about clicking on anything with database. So explain that. Oh my God. See it stop recording. Let's see what happens. Is there? Top left corner bolt. Click your workstation drop down. Look for new project button. It may be hidden behind. Oh, I think it. I think it says this is another boat project I was working on where I'm stuck on. Maybe that's not what it says. Well, the terminology that you're using does not directly correlate to what I'm seeing in Bolt. So I don't see anything that says new project. I don't see anything that says start from scratch or basic SaaS template. The closest thing I see is project management, start a new project management app. And then if I click on that, what I get is project management app and, a chat window. I'm importing your project into Bolt. I don't know what it's talking about with that. Oh, I guess the framework for this app. I don't know. Are you talking about clicking on project management app or what? Because the terminology you use in new project and start from scratch does not exist. I see what happens. When you switch away from the screen, then it's going to stop the recording. The terminology that you're using does not exist. Okay. All right, we got to back up again because now it says I should use the build a mobile app since that's what I want, and I use. Oh, okay. Project flow. So this is what happens when you use a project manager. I actually do need to use this, but not right now. Um, Product launch. So let's start this over again, and let's do build a mobile app, which I think means that I won't. Looks like your message was cut off. Help you build a mobile app. Could you please complete your request and let me know how you like what you like the app to do? Oh, let me. All right, so this is what I'm going to do to make sure ChatGPT knows what I'm seeing and where I am, and then it can really customize and, if needed, adjust on the instructions that it's giving me to put in the bolt. That's something different. ChatGPT. Just found some. All right. Oh, once the chat opens, ignore the AI's importance. Just, I don't know. See, now is in good alignment. It knows exactly what I see and what Bolt is expecting and can give me the specific, accurate information to post in there. I'm building an app called Boutique Apps. That's what it costs timeline. Roll user can pay $1 to unlock the full plan or share with 3 friends. $1. Building an app. I have an app idea. AI to generate a project plan with an estimated cost, timeline, and roles needed. User can pay $1 to unlock the full plan or share with 3 people. I should have said this before, but and I could just ignore $1 and put 5 myself, but we're gonna do it this way. Oh, let me speak it since the editing is going to be done with speaking. All right, so I should have said this earlier, but on this dollar thing, do you think $5 is a better number, or maybe 4.99? Because I don't know, people may see $1 as too cheap and low value, or is $5 too much for these types of people and for this type of application? I think 4.99 is good, or should we just say $5? What do you think? Or is dollar better? Which one do you think is better? We're talking about marketability, we're talking about psychology, and we're talking about actual usage or using the service, the combination of the three things all together and whatever other factors we need to take into account or for this being something that's actually used and seen as high value. Does the dollar become counter um, work against us? You want your dollar like free but serious, high conversion, impulse buyer friendly, especially for curious. Okay. To perceive risk value, some users might think it's too cheap to be meaningful, harder to scale profitably unless it's just a tripwire to a larger offer. Austin 5 or 4.99 pros perceived value boost feels like a real tool, not a cheap app. Still accessible, not too high to stop impulse buys. Slight friction increase, especially internationally or with younger audiences. This can reduce conversion slightly. Harder to position as viral gimmick if you want to. If you want to push sharing over paying. Harder to position as viral. Seems like sharing would be, well, that's what I meant. $5 plus the sharing because it seems like, I mean, with the dollar, it's too, like you said, you just paid $1 and then the app really doesn't get shared that much. And the dollar is not all that sexy. But with $5, either way they choose is good. So, and $5 is a motivation, more of a motivation to share it to get the free. So yeah, I mean, I think we're on the same page, but that's what I was talking about the whole time. I'm glad it said $5 because as I was sitting here thinking about it, why mess with 4.99? I mean, people know what the 99 is nowadays, and it's $5. It ain't 24.99. It's $5. But also DIY blueprint. That's got to be very detailed now. All right, so let's go. Launch a $5 entry point product with real perceived value. Use the viral unlock to spread organically. Use a recurring plan for deeper access and features. Enable white label partners for additional distribution and revenue. Let me know, let them know when I'm ready to build any of the following next. And I always say, let's go with the lot was logical. It makes sense to work on and do it in that order. But I also want to say, gamification aspects can we include or make sure to have the MVP ready to incorporate, such as leaderboard for me, for my users, leaderboards for uh, white label teams. Um, I guess essentially version, so I know what they all experience, right? Yeah. We never discussed it that because if you have the mother app, and if I use that as opposed to the white label version that everybody else uses, I won't know what their experience is. Of course, viral share tracker already planned, referral leaderboard, add this ASAP, front end page leaderboard, show 10 referrals, add partner logos if white label, optional, weekly, monthly reset. Easy incorporate later, but plan now. Streak bonus user levels. Share to win. White label partners more competitive. Wait, so okay. So you're talking about each white label partner competitive with each other, or the team members of the white label are competitive with each other team members within that white label partner? What are you talking about? White label partners versus partner. Agency versus agency, right. Because agency brought the most users, referrals, or completed projects. Useful for public bragging rights. Who cares? Top boutique builder of the month. Dev team, da da da. Users within the white label team compete with each other. Users under their partner ID gamifies the experience of teams, clients, students. Specify agency useful for internal challenges. Use both if possible. Well, yeah, you're right. That's what I was thinking. I would like to use both, but I wasn't going to say it because I don't want the app to be too complex. I really don't want no problems. I want this, I want this done. But if it's simple and can be given to bolt in instructions that's not easy to cause a problem, then sure, let's implement both levels at the gate. Uh, so I guess it depends on the probability that it might cause problems on getting this thing to be a finished MVP. Do you foresee any potential setbacks because of the complexity of incorporating this system? looking at my charging. See if see if I'm charging. Oh, there we go. Now you may want to do this directly in ChatGPT and not in a project because projects get limited. As you can see, it keeps on freezing up because I'm pushing it. See here? I'm in a project, business ideas and strategies. Incorporating the system. And I'm going to copy this. Oh, maybe I won't need to. Yeah, see this, something is still processing. So I give it a few more seconds. Which one? Defend your peace. What page is this on? Oh my God, I put that thing on everything. You're set up for scalable and viral SaaS now. MVP now includes both cross-partner leaderboard and intra-partner. Oh, okay, that's why it was taking so long. Logical and makes the most sense to start with for what we're building. You got it. Look at this. Oh my God. You got to be careful. Oh, that's risk versus rewards. Jeez. You have to be careful for using tools such as Opus Clip. You know, sending stuff out to everywhere. All right. It says once the chat starts, type this. Skips. This helps both skip its general assumptions and build a quoting app with AI. Let's see what happens. All right. Okay. Yeah. This is seems like this is cut off. Should not. Let me see something. Now this is the thing, guys. Here's the problem. Here's the challenge, we should say. It keeps saying go to the database tab on the left. Click add tables. Create the database tables inside Bolt. Add table. I, I've never seen that before. And as soon as I type this in, I think Bolt is going to start doing stuff. But let's see. See?
Oh, okay. Create initial, install dependencies. So that's okay though. It's setting up database, Superbase, AI service. I'm just looking at the code, the stuff that it's doing there. And then I'm going to copy what, matter of fact, I'm going to copy now and give it to ChatGPT in case this is all out of view. I'm so sleepy, it ain't funny. And I'm just going to say, Bolt has taken off without us. I'll update you where it stops. It says perfect. Can y'all hear the music? Perfect. Based on the image you uploaded and the complete checklist in Bolt, it looks like Bolt Auto kicked off with a starter AI quoting app template using Superbase. That's fine. You can repurpose and adapt the components it created as we build with your boutique app MVP. Since you said let's start with what's logical and makes sense, here's an optimal starting point based on your goals and what's already in motion. Phase one, line the foundation to your GPT. I'm just going to put rename on purpose system files. Man, wait a minute. It's not finished yet, so let's let it finish. And okay, this is how you can actually look at the app through your mobile. Although they have a representation on the screen, this gives you obviously an exact representation of the app on your device. Although I have nothing yet. And it says 100%. Preview on your own mobile device, install, scan, use the code scanner. Oh, it's still building. I was about to say, hey man, I don't see anything, but it's still working on it. Well, it says the app is running and ready for you to test. This thing just took off. I don't even know what I want. It's just gone. What is that? Nothing. But it says it's still building the mobile application. Let's feed this to ChatGPT. Well, let's ask it. Make sure you have the discussion tab activated. Am I supposed to be seeing a mock app right now in preview? Potential problem already detected. We ain't even started the thing. Oh, click connect Superbase. Create a new project. I think that's what it's talking about. Create a new project in Superbase. Oh, that's why it says, let's see. I think that's what ChatGPT was talking about. Create a new project. It's combining. That's what it was talking about. That's why I keep saying within Bolt, create the database tables and all that. Uh, so this is the type of thing you're gonna run into. So none of this is perfect yet. Exactly what I was referring to earlier. Select weekly dating. No, you don't select weekly dating. That's for another whole app. No, we don't want to use weekly dating MVP because that's for an entirely different app that I was working on. I thought you said create new, which is what we need to do is create new. I have unlimited databases now because I paid for a plan. So why would I click on weekly dating for when this is a totally different app? Man, oh, create new project. Boutique apps. And this right here, as you can see, this is still working on stuff. But it's already come down here talking about potential problems detected. Am I supposed to be seeing a mark out right now? I typed this earlier. Erase that. But give it some time before you start clicking on this stuff. Because sometimes I don't understand. Sometimes it gets ahead of itself, and you'll see messages down here where it's actually working on something that's going to resolve the message that you get there. And see, now, daily inspiration. Now it's finalized the setup, although it still says potential problems detected, but super-based request failed. Now, I haven't put in the API or any of that. No modules in context. Yeah, I know it. Okay, so now let me tell ChatGPT what we got going on here. why that changed. And I'm going to give it the context. When it finished with database install, it gave me this. However, I never gave it specific instructions for database yet. So what do we do right now? Oh my God, here we go again. Here we go, I mean. We already got the project created. All right, so it's saying connected, which I don't understand why this doesn't automatically happen. Connect the project URL in a non-key back in Bolt. Is Bolt, I mean, is Superbase connected, or do I need to do something man, manually? If if history, I'm clicking on discuss. If history, yeah, you got to go over there and get the keys and all that. Well, let's see what it says there. Get Superbase keys. Let me see if it does it itself. Nope. So all you do is go into Superbase and you go down here and you get the project URL, JavaScript Dart. Hey, wait a minute. Let me see something real quick. Because I remember, wait, do that over again. Paste it in ChatGPT because I got a question. Does this, Racing the clock now. Does this script automate anything? And I'm going to ask Bolt as well. Does this script automate anything? No, the code snippet you highlighted in the image does not automate anything. It's an example of how to initialize the Superbase client in JavaScript application. Oh, okay. Set that. So, okay, so let's click the set the environment variables. Oh, wait a minute. Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. I was meant for it to give us the .nv. Let's go to the code and let's click on the .nvp files, and we need to other ways to set it in. Create a .env file in the root directory of your project. Oh, expo public superbase URL. So let's go here to superbase and let's copy the URL. Let me see, which is what I've been doing, but I've been having problems too. Start a development server, you might typically need to stop the currently running process and then start again. Since your package JSON indicates the dev scripts in Expo start, you can restart by Control C, start the server again. Once the process is stopped, run the command. Control C, terminal. So I'm going to let it see that I type. Oh no, I still can't see that I type Control C. I typed Control C, then the start command, and got this. It's saying to stop it again, make sure it's stopped. You should see this. I'm like, I stopped several times. Clearly, you see that. And still, I get the same response when I run. Jesus Christ. Had issues with bolt after pasting .env values. This is what just occurred. Will update shortly. Don't know if problem is resolved yet. Is Superbase connected? Okay. I think it's ready for us to do the tables or something. Let's see what GPT is saying.
Sorry, I moved the mic. I don't know if y'all heard everything. Now this is still processing because it's a long thread inside this project. Projects doesn't work very well with long threads, and I got to be somewhere at 5 o'clock. Perfect. Now you create a new bold project. Confirmed. Unlimited. Let's clarify. Not using weekly data based on the canvas. Is not data is all right. Where did I? Right. Okay. So it sees where we're at now. All right. Okay. Do these things first. Go to Bolt Database tab. Click Create Table. Database tab. There, there is no create table in Bolt database tab. If so, Where? Let's just talk about that. But are you talking about here in the code? All right, I'm just gonna do what it says. Yeah, the code back end tables we need. We can then start wiring up the front end pages. Or I'm gonna go ahead and send my message, but I'm gonna paste this in and see what happens. Just keep talking about, keep saying left sidebar. I'm wondering, is it talking about the files? Left sidebar. None of this stuff is talking about, none of this stuff is in Bolt's left sidebar. You keep saying Bolt's left sidebar. Are you meaning super base left sidebar? What about the script you gave me? Do I need to paste that in the chat window and Bolt, and that solves my problems? I should say it. And that takes care of this step. All right, so I'll apply database migration. Okay. It says click this. Oh, oh man. Don't have time. I need to go to this meetup. All right, y'all. I got to go. Got to go and return on this later. Holler at y'all later.